Hey friends! My name is Desiree, aka Mama Friendly. I do all sorts of videos on my channel, cooking videos, vlogs, hauls, Disney content, a little bit of everything. So if any of that sounds like fun to you, I hope you'll subscribe and join me on my YouTube adventure. I am back with the monthly grocery haul collab hosted by Tiffany of Small Town 6 and Jessica of Jessica My Rose. I'm going to have both their channels linked down below, along with a link to the playlist so that once you finished watching my video, you could see what all of my friends got for their grocery hauls this month. My grocery hauls, as always, are going to be gluten and dairy free because that's how I eat and therefore that's how I shop. But today's is going to be a little different because it's my first time ever doing a full grocery haul from Aldi. I think I've been in an Aldi's like twice in my life. I might have recorded one of those times actually for my channel, but I've never been impressed with the store itself, with the quality of the food. I know some Aldis are fantastic, some Aldis not so much, and I've had the luck that the Aldis around me are in that latter category. But I was going through Instacart and DoorDash, which is where I typically get my groceries from anyways, and I saw that they had a coupon right now where if you spent over 50 bucks at Aldi, they would give you 40% off your order. So what I did is that I cross-checked the list I already had going at Publix, which there is a Publix order coming later, but all the things that I could find at Aldi that weren't like brand specific, I tried to get at Aldi instead, and I ended up getting $75 worth of groceries for $53.05 all in. So that's including the service fee, the delivery driver's tip, etc. So that order has arrived, my Aldi's order, and there were also other deals that I was able to stack, like there was a few buy one get one 50% off with proteins especially and with some fresh veggies. So that's pretty much the bulk of what I got. And like I said, the stuff that I could not find at Aldi so that I could take advantage of that coupon, I am getting from Publix anyways, so I'll show you that a little bit later on in the video. For now, let's show you my first proper Aldi haul. And of course, kiddos in the background, we got the crickets for the lizards going and doing their cricket song. It's chaos around here, but it's a real life house with a real life family living in it, so what do you expect, huh? So my order arrived in a big old box. I completely forgot that Aldi doesn't provide bags, etc. As I said, I really don't shop there. But yeah, this is my $75-ish worth of groceries that I got for 53 bucks. So let's go through it and see what we've got. So first things first, we've got green onion here, and I actually have 2 packs. This is one of those things that was buy one get one half off. So I'm going to put these in some water so that I can snip them throughout the next couple weeks, if not few weeks, and use that to top salads, eggs, or fajitas, what have you. Speaking of, I got some cherry tomatoes because my mom recently got a block of vegan feta from Publix. They had them buy one get one, and she gifted it to me, so I figured why not make some of that TikTok viral feta pasta that was popular a few years ago. I actually have a video for that on my channel, so I'll make sure to post it in the corner. I'll put it in the description box as well. We've got some cilantro, again, buy one get one half off. We've got raisins, and these are actually for an upcoming recipe, but I wanted to make sure to get the resealable like tub because obviously we can use these for other recipes, we can snack on them, etc. A big old bag of potatoes because probably tomorrow actually I'm gonna be making some of my Disneyland copycat chicken, bacon, corn chowder, and I obviously have a recipe for that on the channel, so I'll post that as well in the corner and in the description box. A couple baggies of romaine hearts. Everything that you see 2 of, it was buy one get one half off. And like I said, these are things that I was planning to buy anyways at Publix, and I would have paid more at Publix for less of the items. So I think I got a pretty good deal here. If the produce and meat like quality hold up, then I did all right. I got my kiddo's favorite Honeycrisp apples for him. I got a couple things of ground beef. These were, again, buy one, get one half off. I got, they brought me the wrong thing, or it was a replacement rather, but I'll have to make do. I bought top sirloin for our fajitas. We still do fajita Fridays around here. We've been doing them for almost a year. And I typically get thin cut top sirloin, and I just cut it myself into the little fajita strips because I know where to cut against the grain to make it tender. And I guess they were out of the thin cut, so they just brought me a regular steak. So it's the correct kind of steak. It's just a thicker cut, so I'll have to get creative with that. I got myself some salmon, which actually wasn't even in my budget this week. But because I saved so much money on my groceries, I went ahead and treated myself. 2 containers of eggs. I got 24 eggs for like $5 because they were, again, buy one get one half off. And I would have spent like $7 on 18 eggs at Publix. So again, more eggs for less money. A cucumber, which actually this is a pretty big cucumber. And then the chicken that I'm planning to use for my corn chowder, I was about to get 2 packs, or I think, yeah, it was 2 2-pound packs. So let's say 4 pounds of chicken at Publix. Buy one, get one free. But that would have cost me a little over $16. This was $11.69 for 5 1/3 pounds of chicken. So once again, more chicken for less money than I would have spent at Publix, even though Publix is running a buy one get one on chicken breast right now. But the wild card is, how good is this chicken and how long will this chicken last? So my plan is to take what I need for the corn chowder and cook that up, and then I'm going to portion and freeze the rest so that I can use it at a later date. But that's everything I got at Aldi for my $53.05. A few things are going on right now. First off, the crickets are going bananas. Secondly, the Publix shopper could not find my son's potato chips, pepperoni, bacon, or salami. Literally nothing I bought for my son was available today. I say available because it seems really suspicious that literally nothing that my son eats was available. I buy 1 or 2 things being out of stock, but nothing sounds to me like they just didn't want to search. But this gives me the opportunity for something a little bit interesting that I never would have set out to do, but I might as well take advantage and do now because those were the cards I was dealt. We typically, as a family of 3, spend about $300 a week on groceries, if not more. And that's mostly because my son is on the autism spectrum, and the things he eats are extremely, extremely specific. It has to be specific foods of specific brands, or he won't eat them. And obviously, we're going to accommodate him because fed is best, right? So the bulk of our food budget comes from buying those specific brand name things that are typically not on sale, that are a little bit harder to find. It's just kind of the nature of how things have worked out. But because they didn't bring me anything that my son eats, I can now show you guys, of that $300 plus a week that we spend on groceries as a family, how much of it will feed me and my husband for the week. And I guess you can pretty much do the math on whatever's left over is how much we typically spend on my son. So let me show you the itty bitty little Publix haul that we got here. First things first, we've got 2 of these 2.5 gallon containers of water. So 5 gallons total. And obviously we're all gonna drink that, but worth mentioning, right? I've got a couple of packets of our fajita seasoning for Fajita Friday. I got my handy dandy lemon juice that I am never without. This is my favorite brand of lemon juice. It's available in the frozen section, and it's the only lemon juice I have found that actually tastes of lemon, and it's not like weird artificial stuff. So I always have that on hand because I put it in everything I eat and everything I drink. Like, it's in everything. We've got our peppers and onions. Kiddos excited, huh? Our peppers and onions for fajitas. I got myself, I don't typically buy this, but it was on sale this week. It's usually like $5 a container, and it was $3 something this week. So I got myself a container of dairy-free sour cream. We've got gluten-free, dairy-free, etc. sub rolls, which are very, very small, as gluten-free bread tends to be. But I like having that on hand for like chicken tender sandwiches, cold cuts, whatever. And then I also got myself bagels, and these are not things I typically buy. Like bread products, I typically only buy them if I have a specific use in mind, a specific recipe or application in mind. But I did get these bagels and sub rolls just because, again, they're typically like $9 a bag, which is just nuts, right? Because it's 4 little tiny rolls, 4 little bagels, $9 a bag. But this week they were like 6 and change, so I thought, why not? I'll just keep them in the fridge, and then if I get inspired to use them for breakfasts or for whatever, they're already there. Got a bag of French fries that we're going to put in the air fryer. I've been buying the Ore-Ida brand, Ore-Ida, however it's pronounced. These were on sale this week though. These are gluten and dairy free. You have to actually look because a lot of French fries are not, unfortunately. But we've been on a big French fry kick lately, where we've just been putting them in the air fryer and then like topping them with chili, topping them with like Italian sausage that we slice up and fry, a little bit of dairy-free cheese, whatever, but it's cheap. We both eat it, me and my husband, and you can use it in so many different ways, so we always have French fries, frozen fries on hand. And speaking of having stuff on hand, I've got a ton of proteins in the freezer on top of whatever I was able to get at Aldi, right? So I stocked up on some Banza pasta, which is my favorite brand of gluten-free pasta. It's high protein, which is a nice bonus, but just from a taste and texture perspective, it's the best one I've tried, and I've tried so many different gluten-free pastas in the years and years I've been gluten-free. So we got a box of penne, a box of rotini, and a box of cavatappi, which is my favorite shape. I'm not sure exactly why, but I feel like it just tastes better with the little corkscrews. So I've got some of those because they're a cheap and fast meal all on their own since they're so high protein, but they're also a great way to stretch the proteins I already have on hand into full meals. Throw some chicken breast on top, throw some salmon on top, even open a can of tuna and throw maybe like some frozen peas in it or something. Ta-da! So the things I got both at Aldi and here at Publix are going to feed me and my husband, along with what we already have in our freezer and fridge, of course, for at least the next couple of weeks. This situation, it's actually kind of sad. $59.14, including driver tip and delivery. And it's really not a lot of stuff. I mean, 3 boxes of pasta, 2 things of bread, a bag of fries, the peppers and onions, sour cream, lemon juice, and our 2 little envelopes of seasoning. 60 bucks basically. So it's hard out there to buy on a budget, period, but everything I've shown you today is under $120, and that just goes to show that my son on his own takes up about $180 to $200 a week just for his things, which I'm going to have to make another order now because obviously none of his things are here and that won't do. So like I said, I didn't set out to show you what my husband and I spend outside of my son's food this week, but it's just kind of how it worked out. So I think it's kind of abysmal how little we got for that amount. The Aldi deal this week really saved me. If I hadn't come across that coupon, it would have obviously been a lot harder to stick to any kind of budget. So I got lucky that I was able to get so many proteins and like fresh produce for so cheap because of the 40% off and because of the deals that we're already running. But with all that said, I'm curious, what would this amount of groceries look like in your neck of the woods? Keep in mind I'm in South Florida. It's a very expensive place to live. But I know that I have access to a lot of places that maybe some people don't, and that also factors in. So do you think that this was a comparable, it definitely wasn't a good price because nothing's at a good price right now, but was it comparable in price to where you live? Or do you think you could have gotten more for your money? Let me know in the comments. And as always, I want to thank you all so much for being here and watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, I hope you'll please give it a big thumbs up. I'd also love it if you would subscribe and click that notification bell because I post at least 3 times a week and I wouldn't want you to miss a minute. Thanks so much again for watching. Bye!